Hi friends, today I am going to tell you about the index of the MongoDB. So what is the use of an index? And what is the index to begin with? An index can speed up our find, update or delete queries. So all the queries where we are looking for certain documents that should match some criteria. Consider this a find query. Here I am looking for all the products where the seller is Max. Now let's say this is my collection of documents, the products collection. Now by default, if I don't have an index on the seller set, MongoDB will go ahead and do a so-called collection scan. Now that simply means that MongoDB to fulfill this query will go through the entire collection. Look at every single document and see if seller is equal to Max or not. And as you can imagine, for very large collections with thousands or millions of documents, this can take a while. So this is the default approach MongoDB takes, or the only approach it can when you have no index. Set up in order to retrieve maybe 2 documents out of your 1000 documents. Now you can create an index through an index is not a replacement for a collection but an addition, could you say. Now see, if you see this image, so you would create an index for the seller key of the products to the collection, and the index is essentially an ordered list of all the values that are placed or stored in the seller key for all the documents. So it is not an ordered list of the documents, just for the values for the field of which you created that index. And it's not just an order list of the values. Of course, every value, every item in the index has a pointer to the fulfilled document it belongs to. Now this allows MongoDB to do a so-called index scan to fill this query, which means it sees that for seller such an index exists, and it therefore simply goes to that seller index and quickly jump to the right value of the, because there, unlike for the collections, it knows that the values are sorted by that key, so it does not have to look at the first 3 records if it's only looking for records starting with M, or to be precise records equal to Max, so it can very efficiently go through that index and then find the matching products because of that ordering and because of that pointer every element in this index has. So MongoDB finds the values of this query and then finds the related documents it can return this. So it's this direct access that MongoDB can use here, and that speeds up our queries. So this is the end how an index works, and it also answers the question why would you use one, because creating such indexes can drastically speed up your queries. However, you also shouldn't overdo it with indexes, because you could of course think, well, okay, I got my product selection and every product has ID, name, age and hobby, and then I could simply create indexes for all fields and I will have the best performance ever, right? Because no matter for what I look, I go and index for that. Well, this might speed up your find queries. That is correct. Indexes on all fields would speed up find queries because you can query for every field efficiently, but an index does not come for free. You will pay some performance cost on inserts, because that extra index that has to be maintained needs to be updated with every insert. Makes sense, right? Because we have an ordered list of elements with pointers to that documents. So if you add a new document, you also have to add a new element to the index. That might sound simple and it won't take super long, but if you got 10 indexes for your documents in your collection and you have to update all 10 indexes for every insert, then you might quickly run into issues, because you will have to do a lot of work for all these fields, for every insert and for every update too. Therefore, indexes don't come for free, and you really have to find out which indexes make sense and which indexes don't. And this is exactly what I will also do in this module with you. I will walk you through all the different index types that exist in MongoDB, and I will also show you how you can measure whether an index makes sense or does not make sense in my next tutorial. Thank you.